Hi, this is Danny, and I am on location in Calgary for the Life Chain. I was going to say March for Life, but it's actually Life Chain. So Life Chain is, if you guys don't know, it's a yearly tradition. Every city, a lot of cities across Canada, they try to get together and they basically have like a little demonstration. The goal is not to basically convince people on the street, but to at least create a solidarity within the pro-life community in the city. So right now we are on McLeod Trail, and we're going to see if we can just say hello and talk to people and ask them about their pro-life views and what they think people should know. Let's do it.
Salty Steve and I am here with
Hernando.
And
Maria.
Maria. I'm probably going to mess that up. Please forgive me. So first off, people are wondering, why are you out here today?
Okay, basically we are standing for life, trying to defend the life of the not yet born babies, trying to make conscience on people that are driving on the cars. And that is the main idea.
Do you have anything to add to that?
Well, like about 300 babies are killed every single day here in Canada, and it's silent. Not too many people know that it's happening, so yeah, we really have to tell Calgarians, what's going on.
For sure. So there are, I would hazard a guess at probably 150 people here today. So why do you think that this event doesn't attract more people from the pro-life community here in Calgary?
Honestly, I don't know, because it's a good opportunity to show what people are thinking about. Maybe we need to work more coordinated. If you go later, you will see that there are people from different places, different organizations, different religions, no religions, atheist people. So it's a matter of more coordination, I would say.
Okay. Do you think it has anything to do with like increased efforts to get out the message?
More that the people show up in volunteer way, no? Spend some time on Sunday and get out from the comfort area and show up.
The comforts of home and to go out and actually do something.
Yeah, that is the point. Yeah, it's just contribute with the life.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you much for answering my questions, and we hope we have much more people here next year.
I would like to say something. People talk too much about peace and love, but they have a wrong conception of peace and love. This is right one. Peace is be peaceful with everybody, and love is love each other.
And love also means telling the truth.
Yeah. And save some lives. Yeah, protect the lives, saving lives.
Anything else for you, Dad?
I don't know. Every little thing really matters. You never know. Maybe you talk to somebody and that plants a seed in their mind. So every little thing that you do can really have a big effect on.
Yeah, you're not going to have the sudden conversion. You're going to have an overtime thing. So it's good you're standing here, and I hope we get 500 to 1,000 people here next year, and it grows every year. Let's make a community and a country for life. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I'm here on McLeod Trail, and I'm talking to
Varun.
and
Jairo.
So tell us what is going on here, and what do you? Okay, so tell us what this is. What's going on here today?
We're just, it's a national event where we're standing up to let people know that the unborn lives matter, and also the issue of euthanasia also is an issue at the forefront, and so we're also standing up for life at every stage. Yeah.
You basically like expanded it, like not just like the unborn, but also people who are on the other side with MAID, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. So tell us, what do you think about the pro-life movement in Canada? Like, what's been your experience with the pro-life movement?
I think that there are more opportunities that we are seeing now to protect life. More and more young people, they are being responsible about the issue of life, and I think that that's exactly what we should have. More self-control in young people and even young adults, that they can have good decisions for themselves and for the women, and obviously for the whole country at the end.
Awesome. What do you think is the best, if you were able to have the power to change legislation, what would be like some legislation that you would change to change the entire situation in Canada?
Well, I would, end abortion, make that illegal.
Yeah.
I would make assisted suicide also illegal. It's just a fact that a lot of these things that happen when you're doing abortions and you're doing assisted suicides, there's a lot of trauma that occurs post-event. So it's really important that we also acknowledge that and understand that two wrongs don't make a right. So ending life is not going to fix the situation. It's going to make matters worse, as a matter of fact.
Absolutely. And have you met any like pro-life leaders in Calgary or in Alberta? And what do you think about the movement here? Like, do you think that we're making progress?
Yes, there is an organization in Edmonton called Wilberforce Project, and they are exactly that, educating politicians in order to make them aware that life matters and that it is important for every single one here in Canada. And I think that I didn't have the chance to talk with a politician here in town or in Alberta, but I think that there are some advance in that regard. And even Wilberforce Project, they are educating them and they are doing different type of events. Even in the future, in November, they are going to bring Ben Shapiro, which is going to be here in town, and more people. They're going to have more, let's say, more information and more tools, more well equipped in order to address this issue properly.
I'm Danny, and I'm here with
Dwight Cameron.
and.
Maria Cameron.
All right, so why don't you tell us why are you here today? What's going on?
Well, killing babies is not what people should be doing. It's destructive to society,
Couldn't agree more.
any society, and it's been proven throughout history that if you start killing your children, your society is going to end. The Mayans, the Romans, the Greeks, it's happened throughout history, and we're right there right now.
Just the right choice, right?
That's right. Only one person. So tell us a little bit about your pro-life beliefs and your pro-life journey, per se.
Well, I've always been pro-life, but I didn't always know that you could do something about it. And because it seemed to be hopeless, I did a lot of research at one point for my master's thesis. So I knew a lot about the abortion numbers, and I knew very clearly how much abortion or how many abortions there were throughout the world in each country. And I just thought, well, there's not much you can do about it. It's just going to be happening. And then one day I met Stephanie Gray from CCBR, and she was giving a talk, and then she described a method by which you can change society. And then she said that all social injustices can be changed and they must be changed. And so that I became an active pro-lifer.
That's amazing. Yeah, we know Jojo from CCBR, and we also know Laura Klassen. We reviewed some of her videos and all that. She's amazing.
What is the name of Laura Klassen is? Choice for Two. Yeah.
So tell us, what do you think, pro-lifers, what is the strategy? How can we start moving Canada in the direction of making Canada more pro-life? What do you think would be a good strategy for pro-lifers in Canada?
Well, I don't think it's just one strategy. There's several that we have to undertake. It's like any sort of battle. If you're going to invade a country, you don't just send in your POs. Right. You send in everybody. Yeah. So we need people praying every day, not just on a Sunday. Yeah. They need to be praying for...
Not just the Catholics.
Not just the Catholics. It's got to be all of us. That's right. And then you have to have people that are educating others that abortion is killing our children. Yeah. And then you need people out on the street doing stuff like this. You need CCBR fighting and bringing what abortion is to the street, so it's a visualization to people so that they can see that no, this isn't just a clump of cells. This is a baby that you're killing.
I'm technically a clump of cells, giant one.
I'm a clump of cells too, but
So tell us, you've studied a little bit more pro-life and like the whole big picture. How do you think the fight in Canada is different than the fight in the States?
I don't. Well, okay, that's not what I was studying. I was just studying numbers.
Oh,
Yeah. So I wasn't studying that.
What do you think about the situation in Canada?
Okay, so what I think, this is just what I was told, I think through CCBR actually. So they would do pro-life activism in Florida once a year, I think for 2 weeks. And one of the reasons why they did that was it was much easier to do activism there because free speech was more protected. And so that's one of the things. Like right now here in Calgary, we can't deliver our postcards anymore that show the reality of abortion, as it's been prohibited. So we can talk to people because I think, but definitely that would be one thing, one difference.
Okay. Last question: who's your favorite pro-life, like a leader or personality that you followed? Mine's definitely Ben Shapiro. He's awesome. He's coming to Calgary pretty soon. Talk about it.
I'd have to say Stephanie Gray. Yeah.
She changed our lives. Yeah, so she definitely, through her personal witness, her own dedication, she was our conversion experience. She and Jojo Ruba.
Yeah, Jojo's the bomb. Man.
Yeah, so definitely. I mean, the current staff at CCBR, we we're working with them. They help us, they train us, they keep us going, they take our kids and train them. Yeah.
I'm a big believer in training because most people, what happens is they don't know how to answer the tough questions. And so the more you're trained, the more easily and quickly you can respond. My view is that the goal is to try to convince people that our position is rational. As long as they're starting to believe that, then they're like, okay, maybe I need to think about this more, and that's how you start moving the needle. It's as long as you have training. So thank you so much, guys, and I hope you have a great Sunday. Keep up the fight.
Thank you.
All right.
Another year, another life chain. But this event should leave us with several important questions. Why, in a city of between 600 and 700 churches, estimate, can we only get 150 people out to this event? Why, in a city of several 100,000 professing Christians, can we only get less than 200 people to support the unborn? Many of you know that here in Canada, we sacrifice over 100,000 babies a year to the horrific genocide of abortion. And yet we can't get even 500 people to show up in one of Canada's biggest cities. This should be a horrifying indictment of Calgary churches, of the Canadian church, and, unfortunately, of how the pro-life movement communicates. This event requires almost nothing of you. You stand on the side of the street and quietly pray. And yet, we can't even get 1,000 people out. We should be getting thousands, if not tens of thousands, for an event like this. So, where are you, O church? Where are you, O believer? Why are you silent in the face of this evil? We need to rise up as a pro-life community, and we need to say enough is enough. The lives of the unborn are not for sale. If you want to check out more of our content, you can check us out at our website at theshrewddudes.com, and you can see our video content every Tuesday and Thursday night, live streamed on Twitch and Twitter. You can check out our video platforms at YouTube, BitChute, and Rumble, and our other text platforms on Gitter and Facebook. I'll leave you with how we end every episode. Here at the Shrewd Dudes podcast, we like to remind you, why be rude when you can be shrewd? Have a great night, everybody. And of course, as always, God bless.